Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, as chairman has mentioned about me, 30 years, more than 30 years experience with the JSW Steel. I am from the steel industry, and for steel industry, business success in turbulent times is very much, you know, uh, fitting to my steel business actually. Because if you see last 30 to 20 years ago, the cyclic nature of the steel used to come 5 to 7 years, after 5 to 7 years. In 10 to 20 years, that reduced to 3 to 5 years. In last 10 years, it is every year. And sometimes it repeats twice in a year. So it is a very much relevant topic for us, total cost management, and I appreciate the efforts of the CI for that. I will brief little about JSW Steel case study, and I put in three parts. One, the growth of JSW Steel, and whatever competitive advantage has JSW Steel, and third, what is the products which you can say, which is niche product and products for the tomorrow. So I start with this. The JSW overview, JSW Steel, JSW Cement, JSW Ventures, JSW Infrastructure, and JSW Energy. The JSW Steel is 18 million capacity. It has started with 1.6 million in 2001. And now it is 18 million 2016, in a very short period of the 20 years. The cement, our capacity is 6 million. We have planned to go for 20 million. And the advantage of this product is it is from the slag process, the slag which comes out from the furnace, steel furnaces, it gets converted into steel. And that is a very much fitting into the environment sustainability, because 50% replaces the clinker, which consume limestone and coal. JSW Steel with a 20 years background, it is very much appreciating the venture capital, and it is available for the young startups, and that is a very good move from our group. Second is infrastructure. That is 33 million capacity, 3 ports. Energy, 4,531 megawatt. Out of that, 1,300 megawatt is hydropower. And over and above, we have almost 1,500 megawatt power for captive use of the steel plants. As I mentioned earlier, it was 1.6 million 2001. Then we have gone for inorganic growth. Today is 18 million. And this is very interesting story. If you see, our mother plant, main plant is Vijayanagar in Bellary. And Bellary plant has a history. In 1971, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, she put the foundation stone for an integrated steel plant. And there was no progress up to 1991. In 91, the land has gone back to the Karnataka with the note that there is no viability to put the steel plant here because iron ore is very fragile and low grade. They used to compare with the eastern sector where the iron ore is 68 grade or 66 grade and tumbler is 94, 95. It's as good as the steel. And there was no power, no coal, no water, and no manpower. Nothing was there, and there is no viable to put the steel plant. In 91 to 94, they tried many entrepreneurs. Whatever many names are there, they have came, they have taken the land, and they gone back. In 94, Mr. Sajjan Jindal, our CMD now, who has taken, he was hardly 34 years young that time. Young people only take such challenges. So he took the challenge and put the 1.6 million, and that was a correct technology. They need a very low quality of coal, and if you go for normal conventional method of the blast furnace, then you should have coke oven, then you should have high grade coke and all so many things. And from the corex gas is generates, we used to produce the power. So that was our beginning of, you can say, the journey. In 2004, we have gone 2.5, we added the blast furnace, and 2008, we have took over the Cisco Lakshmi Machines mills from the Salem. I will explain about that. And 2009, we have further grown, we have gone 7.8 million with the putting another blast furnace. And 2009 again, in 2008, I will explain you in my slides, incoming slides, how there was a recession and how we built these facilities. In 2013, we took over 2010 Ispat Industries from the Mittals, and we have turned around again, and then we become 14 million, and 2016 it is 18 million. Focusing on all aspects of the business excellence, productivity, throughput maximization, quality, first time right production, the cost, low conversion cost, delivery just in time, moral, employees engagement, safety, the safety start for me, and environment, eco-friendly production. And I can tell you, JSW Steel is maintaining its position last 10 years. As per World Steel Dynamics, they assess every year out of 35 best company of the world on 23 parameters, and we are getting position 6th, 7th. In 2010, we got second position also, next to the POSCO. So this is the, you can say, we can showcase us. Operation summary, last 5 years, our CAGR is 14.3%. That is on production as well as sellable steel. And the same time, we have produced 1.27 million in March 16. That is a maximum capacity of a location, Vijayanagar. The financial performance, in 2010-11, the revenue was 22,000 crores and EBITDA was 5,000 plus crores, whereas in 14-15, that has gone up to the 46,000 crores and EBITDA was 8,870 crores. But last year it has gone down because the surplus, the production of the countries like China and Korea, they are dumping their steel in India, and that creates a lot of injury to the steel industries. Our volume has gone up, quantity we sold more, produced more, but the revenue, because of the low price and low EBITDA, was there. Our competitive advantage, we have competitive edge if you compare with our competitors. That is project execution capabilities, cost competitiveness, product portfolios, the use of cutting edge technology, the flexible operations, and leveraging operational advantage from the acquisitions. So these are the levers we have used, and today we are very much survive, and we are adding our capacity, and we are improving our profitability, and we are sustaining in very, very competitive environment. One thing, project execution capabilities, as I explained you, if you compare with our competitors in India, one example of the 10 billion one PSU company has taken project with 45,000 crores project to build 10 million in 2007. It is yet to complete. Another PSU in India, they have taken 3.3 million expansion in 2005 with investment of 8,690 crores. And again they revised in 2015, it is 12,291 crores. Even these are the PSUs. If you compare with the very leading private steel industries also, 1 million ton they plan expansion in 2005 with 2,000 crores in 2005. Again, they have taken another expansion in 1.8 million with 4,500 crores, 1.8 billion. Whereas JSW Steel has executed the project of 1.7 million in Dolvi in 2015, and we have completed in 2018 we completed in 2015 with investment of 4,300 crores. That is the comparison how we are competitive. Decision-making capabilities are first mover advantage in technology, faster drawing board time, very quick decisions, and faster concept to execution cycle time. Again, the faster project execution time, 3.5 thousand rupees per million ton if you compare with our competitors of 6 to 10,000 rupees per ton, per million ton. In-house capability to select technology on turnkey basis and the utilizing the slowdown to build the capacity. When other industries, when the market is bad, recession is there, they see whether we have to cut the production or they have deferred their projects. The JSW Steel is start their projects when the time is bad, recession is there. So once you come out from that cycle, you will have more volume and there is a more requirement and you take the advantage. So this is the really a good strategy we have. The faster cash generation, the learning curve is very fast. Whatever we learn from past, we implement in new executions. The ramp-up facility is very fast. We have put a blast furnace of 4,019 cubic meter in 2009 and 11. Within 3 months' time, we have achieved the 100% capacity. Whereas our competitors, they plan for 1 to 2 years' time. So that is a gap between JSW and others. The faster return of investment, when you are efficient and you are ramp up fast, ROI is better. This is one comparison I can show you. JSW has implemented their one project, 4 to 7 million. It was completed in 29 months. Where at the same time, the competitor has implemented in 38 months. Another, we have taken the project expansion 7 to 10, which we completed in 2009. We took 28 months. We have learned and we reduced 1 month. We were supposed to do more reduction of the time, but there was recession in between, we taken more time. Whereas our competitor has taken 44 months. So this is the advantage actually when you execute the projects and you project you complete it on time. The cost competitiveness, the cost leadership despite absence of the captive iron ore mines and sources. JSW doesn't have any captive mines. We are buying from the market and market rates. And if you compare with the competitors, the iron ore quality is 5850 Fe, 58.9 Fe, 5859 Fe, whereas my competitors are having 64 to 66, 68. Then financial meltdown of 2008. The 2007, up to September, it was doing well. The industries are making good profit. The steel prices that time was, NSR was 45,000 rupees per ton. I have a good experience of that. We are enjoying a lot. But our operating cost was 31,750 rupees. That is also very high. When this Lehman Brothers issue has come on to 18th of the September 2008, first 15 days there was no demand, nobody is inquiring any steel, whether they want steel or not. Like this has happened now for the TMT now, after demonetization. This is the worst than that time. No demand, no inquiries, nobody is asking steel. What should be the new price? The first week of October, the price has opened 24,000 rupees NSR, from 44 to 24,000. 20,000 price reduction has taken place, cost reduction, NSR. Then we, that time taken the task, stop expansion, mobilize the people. We have taken out 20,000 project people from our site. How to survive. Within 3 months' time, we found a lot of avenues how we can reduce our cost. And now, end of the November, we have given message to the management, we can produce steel at 17,000 or 18,000 rupees per ton operating cost if we start the full capacity. And we started full capacity. Same time, we have gone back to the full implementation of the projects, which was 4 to 7 million. And that day, our cost of operating cost was 17,750 rupees per ton against 31,850 3 months before. We've gone back to the coal suppliers. We asked them, we will take your coal, but give in phase manner. You give us some quantity or 50% or 70% of the quantity of the today's rates, and gradually we'll pick up the old rates also. Likewise, we have optimized the cost and we survived. So that is a very big experience when you reduce your cost from 31 to 17,000 rupees because your price has gone down. Same time, in Chinese imports, in 2014, again the problem has come. And we were enjoying the good prices, good margins up to November 2014. We, in the sense, all steel industries, not only Jindal only, JSW only. So prices gone down, and we have taken task how to manage this. And that time, we have taken how we can plan what type of the cost reduction we have to plan, how to optimize it. We prepare our budget, we prepare our EBITDA, some norms are there. We have taken additional savings of through a sadhya, we have exercise we have started, and we have taken for 4 months 450 crore rupees saving, and we have achieved 455 crores, 407 crores. That was a part of the budget for 2015 and 16. Again, market was bad. Again, we thought how best we can do it. Again, we taken, that was 1,550 crores saving programs, and end of the year we achieved 1,047 crores. Even this year also we thought what we should do again, because there is a lot of innovative ideas. We have to mobilize people involved in that. This year also we taken 1,047 crores over and above our budget we have taken. So these are the initiatives when we take, and then by taking these initiatives we survive. There was a big crisis of iron ore has happened in the steel sector, especially Bellary and Goa and this area side. The Karnataka mining ban has taken place in 2011 after intervention of the Supreme Court, because there was a lot of illegal mining. The mining cost was 300 rupees, the profit was 5,000 rupees. And when you have a very small cost and very high gains, you know very well people what type of the job they will do. A lot of politicians' involvement, they used to make profit like anything, and they used to do the mining in which the area is not allowed. It is a forest area, and thus finally Supreme Court have put the ban, no mining in Karnataka. And you can imagine actually we created huge capacity, 10 million. We have so many, 20,000 people, and such a huge investment has gone into that, and you can't manage your full plant by importing iron ore or bringing from Odisha. You have to pay 3,000 rupees extra cost. And where is the logistic for that? You can't have coal you have to import, coal you have to bring from port to plant, it is a landlocked area. Iron ore also has to come, it is not logistic is not possible actually. Only possible if somebody can give up, okay, let's close, send back people home, and you hand over the plant to the banks or institutes. But we have not given up that time. We thought what we can do differently. 50 years, last 50 years, mining is going on. The top layer of the iron ore mines, it is having around 40-45 Fe iron ore. But nobody brings that, use that. Because Bellary used to be for exports. So they used to export by selective material of 58 to 63, and 45, 46, 47 Fe material used to dump. And that was also creating a lot of environment problems. To make the profit, people, they simply dump and they spoil the trees. That was one of the reasons actually why the mines has gone for under the Supreme Court ban. So we put the request to Supreme Court, why you should not give us this inferior quality of the material? And we got 35 million ton. And you will not believe, 3 years through our R&D efforts, through our special innovative working of the people, we survived and we produce 80 to 90% of our capacity. That is really a great, great achievement. When there was some problem, the new furnace, largest furnace of India, got choked, it chilled. The JV partner of JFE, we invited them to please help us how to restart. We have all the best technology supplier of the world. We invited them to help us to we can restart the furnace and how we can survive on this. They said, nobody having experience when you use such type of the inferior raw material. You have to find your ways, otherwise simply you cut the furnace. But our people, you know, the Indians, when they come to their own, they found the solution actually. And after one and a half month of the shutdown of the furnace, again we survived. And we learned it actually with the low grade of iron ore, how you can manage it. So this is the one of the story I want to explain you, because this has not experienced anybody in the world, even not in India. Just already I explained you how we source it, what we did it on that. Again, 2014 slowdown because of the Chinese material has dumped into India. Price has gone down, how we have survived, what type of the new things we did it. I explained you. Target of 4 months, we taken additional saving of 445 crores, we achieved 407. And that was the logistic they're discussing actually, reduction of idle freight in railway, port optimization, which port we have to use more so that we can have advantage, stores and spares consumption, how we can reduce, consumables, how we can reduce, 96 crore we got in that 4 months. Then steel making, steel making shop, what type of the advantage we can, how we can reduce our handling losses and all. Again, we have got in 2016 saving of 1,026 crore over and above our EBITDA plan. The deep drive 2017, we have taken again 1,017 crores. This is, I'm talking about one location of Vijayanagar. Again, the Dolvi plant we took over from the Ispat, and it was a loss-making company. And after taking over, we did backward integration by putting the pellet plant, LCP, CPP, and coke ovens. And that has given us advantage of 13% reduction of our HRC cost. The third strategy we have, that is a product portfolio. Because in India, if you talk about people, they say in Indian people, they are producing only construction steel, very cheap steel they are producing, commercial steel they are producing. They don't have product which need for auto grade. They don't have the product which requires for the auto industries. This is a myth, I can tell you. We are producing HR coils, HRPO, coated products, cold rolled, CRCA, HSM plates, hot rolled, long product slabs, and the different locations, 6 locations. We have taken JFE, Japanese company, to give us technology transfers and help us how we can improve our plant, our capacities, how we can have a better, bring the world-class technology as well, world-class practices. So when we put the auto-grade facilities in Vijayanagar, 2.2 million, and that will survive to the all supply to the all auto industries. So initially our agreement was we will take from HR, will make CRCA with us, their help and their knowledge, and then supply to car industries. Then once we have the capabilities to make HR of that grade, then we'll go for slab, and then we will full integration, will not buy anything from them. Within 1 year, our team has realized if we continue to buy from JFE, Japan in the company, we have to pay 1.6 times of the material to them, cost whatever HR we have to take or slab we have to take. And if you tie up with the car, say if you tie up with the Toyota, one model they will use your car material which is supplied by Japanese, and then you do the further value additions. The continuously they will ask the same thing. We stop in between. We said no, we will produce our own HR, own slabs, and we have taken the advantage. This is one of the example I want to share with you. Because people they say Indians they can't do it. Only Japanese steel can be used for car manufacturers, or European material can be used. There is sort of that. If you are buying from them, the customer acceptance is very high because all the companies, car manufacturers, they believe more in Japanese product, and this is a defect-free subject. For our subject, we have to lose more, and there is a opportunity. The Japanese customers they immediately believe and take it, and leveraging of the skill of the JFE. But threat was high lead time and high inflexibility in the operations. If you tie up now, you have to supply 7 years and you have to buy 7 years. And the weakness of the system is that you have to double approval. First you approve with partly from Japanese, partly yours. Then you want to change again, you have to go for approval, and approval takes a lot of time. And third is high subject cost. Cost is very, very high if you buy from them. So we have taken the example I want to give here. Within 1 year, we decided we have to be own, and now we are successful on that. And we got the World Steel Award for the development of AHSS auto grade steel with the speed and innovation. It has happened in the Dubai last month, and we got the award for that. This is the car model you can see. People they say Indians they can't produce, and they are not producing steel for the auto grade, the outer panel, but JSW Steel, the company who supplies the total material for the car manufacturers. Not only the outer panel is the main item, but we are producing and we are supplying the total. So this is whatever myth is there in the mind of the people, Indians are not producing and they have to depend on the imports, it is not correct. These are the customers. TMT we have L&T, Reliance, Aditya Group, Gaiman. Electrical steel we are supplying to Godrej, KPMEL, Emerson. Hot roll goes to Pennar, Kirby, Uttam, L&T. HRPO is for Hyundai, Toyota, Kalyani, Honda. Wire rod is going to again many customers. The CRCA, the auto grade material goes to all the car manufacturers. You can take the Honda, Suzuki, Hyundai, Ford, Nissan, Volkswagen, Mahindra, Tata, then Ashoka Leyland, as well as Toyota. Special grade steel advanced high strength steel for all auto majors, earthquake resistant steel, real estate firms, shipbuilding grade steel, L&T, steel for hydraulic cylinders for TPI and Pennar, the line pipe steel for sub-zero applications, JSW Jindals and Welspun, then LPG grade steel for Sangapi and Sangbi and cylinders, and thick plate via HSM route for the high strength in construction sector, L&T, and electrical grade steel, CRNGO for Crampton, Godrej and Microtech. These all the high grade products are producing by JSW Steel. Definitely others also producing, but India is capable to produce all high grade steel, and we are more focused on this, so that we should be in the, take the advantage of the first mover in that. This is the comparison of the products where JSW stands. GAGI products, JSW is equivalent to JFE, POSCO and Indian competitors. And our target is go to the level of the VAI and ArcelorMittal, and that is, we are now at the 600 MPa, and very shortly we are going to be 900. Second is CRCA. In CRCA, we are ahead of Indian competitors, ahead of POSCO and Nucor, and we are now equivalent to the VI, and our target is how we can go to the Saljitar, and we finally JFE is the leading in the world. On HR, if you see the Indian competitors are 500 to 600, and we have already 980 MBA pass, and this is our capabilities of that. The use of cutting edge technology, strategic alliances we have. Main is JFE Japan, where we get the technology transfers, improvement of the plant capabilities, development of high-end automotive grades. Same time, thin plate is one of the product where we have had the JV with the Vallabh Steel, and now we want to put our own facilities. Marubani is one company of the Japan where we are having with them the service centers, because that is a concept for the world now. We have to have a good quality of the service centers. We have already 2, Pune and Palwal, and we want to introduce throughout the India now. Then acquisition of, and the Severfield is the pre-engineering buildings, that is Severfield of the UK. Now we have 50-50 partnership to give the solution of the high-rise buildings of the steel. Flexible operations, as I mentioned, when the iron ore was the problem, we introduced through in-house R&D, beneficiation, how we can grade, lower grade, we can make the use. Same time, another consideration, more focus we have, how we can utilize all our waste. Because when you have iron ore your own captive, good quality, and same time you have good margins, you don't bother actually how to be competitive. But you don't have anything, then you try actually how you can minimize your cost. I was very much impressed when they are showing actually how they can cut their cost. Same thing we did in our plants. So whatever dust we catch through the chimneys or all these levels which goes into air, we capture it, we recycle it, we first improvise and recycle. And by the recycling, in a day, 3,500 tons. 3,500 means almost you can say 350 tons of the iron ore and coal, we recycle and reuse it. That is a very big saving. Otherwise, all our competitors, when they have the cheaper raw material, they allow it goes to the environment and they spoil the environment, either through the chimney or they capture it, but somewhere they dump for filling. But we recycle because we don't have option. We have to improvise it. The solid waste utilization, today we have 76%. Whatever waste it comes out, we use recycle 76%. Our target is 88%. And our basic strategy is how we can prevent it, minimize it, reuse it, recycle, and lowest is dispose of it. So this is the concept we work it out. On development overall strategy of solid waste, then same time benchmark with the best of the world, then we develop the innovative solutions of that, and finally we do the testing and trials and scale up. 3,500 tons per day and worth of the 300 rupees crores in a year. It is not a small amount on that scale. It's 300 crores, we save it. And that is a 5% of your raw material requirement. If you allow it to go to the refilling, that is a very big waste, you can say. The leveraging operational advantage from the acquisition. The Salem industry we got when it was a loss-making company in Tamil Nadu. When we took over, it was making 350 crores losses. And within a year, we turned it around and we have made, and it come in profit 2006 and 2007 itself. Within 2 years' time, it was started making the profits. Second acquisition was Dovle plant, which we got in 2010. And that time, their debt was 2,240 crores, and losses were $552 million US. And in a very short period, we did a lot of work actually, how we can infuse the equity, how we can align with the market, how we reduce the working capital cost, refinancing, how we can do the balancing, and we turn around, and now we have planned to go for 5 million to 10 million. The DNA of JSW Steel, the crisis management and faster adaptability to change the business environment, fast implementation of the project at low cost, faster turnaround of the acquired assets, and cost competitiveness. And that is not once you achieved, you have to sit there. You have to be innovative always. You have to be in search of something actually, otherwise difficult to sustain. 2015, 2025, when we are having the lunch, there was a discussion, 300 million ton capacity announced by the Prime Minister. So what is view of your organization? Our view is, we want to be by 2025, 40 million, and I have my own experience with this group. By 2030, we'll go to 60 million, I can tell you. Because we want to continue with the growth of the steel, and same time, our country requires the steel for its development. If we will not build the capacity of 300 million tons, then in 2019-20 onwards, there will be every year we have to increase 10 million. Every year you need the imports. Every year 6 million will add into this. So either we have to put our own capacity, our own plants, or otherwise we have to depend on other countries for the future requirements. Thank you very much.